guys, so I really want to talk about something that I think is like so many people struggle with, and I want to say girls, but I know some men will struggle with this as well. But I think with girls, the pressure of image is just, it's at a ridiculous level of like how we're made to compare ourselves to other people all the time. If it's not that the media that we're looking at and comparing ourselves to, it's the media has planted the idea in our brain anyway, from like since growing up, of comparing ourselves to models, actresses, singers, blah blah blah, not even real images. And I think a lot of us are kind of aware of that now, and someone just yelled outside, and we'll look at the images knowing that they're not real. But I think there is just always pushed at us this thing of like the perfect image of a person, of a woman. I don't know how to like come at this like from my view. To be honest, I've struggled with my image and like body image most of my life, and like even now I like my body now more than I ever have really, but there's still days where I'm like fretting about things, and I sometimes will compare, and then when I catch myself comparing I'm like, stop it, because there's no point. So so I'm trying to just say that I still struggle with that as well, so I'm not just sitting here saying like, oh I'm fine but I'll give you help. It is easier for me now to try to catch myself when I'm comparing, and to just divert that energy elsewhere. It's not only unhealthy, but it's pointless to comparing yourself to someone else. A lot of us, we're all very similar. If you look at just a human being, like look at it that way, think of all women, okay? Say if you were like an alien or something and you came to Earth, we all kind of are the same anyway, in a way. Anatomically are very similar, you know, like we have arms, legs, some of us have shorter legs than others, longer than others, blah blah blah, but we're all women. So if you actually think of it that way, then why are we looking at the smallest details of ourselves, like this part of our arm and like our stomachs? It's kind of pointless. It's like we're here to just like live our lives, spend time with family, love, and just be. So really looking at putting so much energy and effort into the being that you're in and you're carrying around this earth, why? But I think the reason that we do is because image has been pushed at us so much throughout growing up, that it's really difficult to kind of tune yourself out of thinking of yourself just as your image, because you're a lot more complex than just your image. But even I, you know, have trouble trying to forget the image side of it. So also being a YouTuber and watching YouTube and the blogging world, it is all image, isn't it? I mean, a lot of it, 95% is image. So I think that's why, like, a lot of the time I'll think, like, sometimes I think, like, oh, if I put a lot of weight on, or if I put weight on again, it's not even just me that will have to, like, deal with it and things and think about it. People are gonna notice, and then they're gonna comment, and which is so silly because I shouldn't really care. I've gone off on a little tangent. But the reasons why there is no point doing it is because you're in this body, this is my body, you're in your body for life, and that's the body that you've grown with and that you have. Yeah, so the thing is, even if you're looking at someone else thinking, oh, they're so much like skinnier than me, or they have curves, or she has a bum, stuff like that, what's the point? You're still going to be in your body. So you can try to work towards having some of those attributes, but some of the time they're not going to be attainable because you're you. So, and I guarantee you that someone else will look at you in the street or whatever and also pick out something about you and think like, oh, she's got gorgeous hair, or she is like such a nice shape, you know. We're all, I think we just do that as humans, like always looking at someone else and like thinking that you wish you had what they have. But you're you, and no one else in the world is in your body. No one. Like, that's crazy. So think about what you love about yourself, and work, like start from there as having your body confidence in yourself. Try to stop looking at others for wishing what you had for theirs, because I guarantee they're wishing they had something that someone else has. So it's just like, we all need to stop doing it. When you start thinking about how someone has something that you don't and how you want that, it's just a negative way of thinking, and it's not a healthy way of thinking, because your mind has a horrible way of like, it will snowball, and then you'll think of like everything you think they have, and you think that they have this amazing life because they're like pretty or something. It doesn't mean anything. Like whatever you're seeing through images and things like that doesn't mean anything. It doesn't mean that they're happy. It doesn't mean that they like themselves, unfortunately. It doesn't mean that they're more successful than you, or like you can be as successful as you want to be, you know? So I mean, especially if you're looking at someone image-wise, notice yourself doing it. So say you're looking at a size 0 model, and you think you want to be like that. Okay, you can work towards that if you want. A lot of us aren't a supermodel body shape, body type. So that's not going to happen overnight anyway if you wanted to be that way. So catch yourself before you get upset about it, because being upset is horrible anyway, and you're going to make yourself more upset and think, okay, well, I have that and she doesn't. And you know, like, we all do. We all have something that we like that is gorgeous about yourself. And you don't always have to like work out like crazy to be like someone else. Just catch yourself in that moment of starting to compare and try and cut it there, because there's so much more that you could be doing with your time and your life. They're looking at pictures of other women and using it as a tool to beat yourself up about yourself. I mean, all that is shoved in our faces is images of perfected bodies and like curves in the right places, and like the thinnest people ever. Like they're apparently the only people that can be in magazines and do photo shoots, which is like bullshit. Why isn't there a bigger range of models everywhere? Like, that is so annoying, because it just catches young girls at such a bad time. The reason that we all start thinking that is perfection is because where these models are placed is in places where they are happy in their lives, they're successful. It's even in like films, TV shows, they're put in these characters that we think we should aspire to. At the same time, in like advertisements and things, it's like they'll be with a man and they'll be really, really happy and stuff, you know, like in the images and things. So it gets into our head that to be happy, to have a boyfriend, to be successful in life, I should be X size and have this hair, and like, you know, no. Sod that. There's tons of different looking people in the world, and they just keep shoving the same looking type of person in our face that is unattainable to a lot of people. Why do they do that? For money, because they get a lot of money out of then selling us all these diet products. Like, the media wants you to feel bad about yourself, because the media and the massive food companies and all of this kind of higher group of people, they have tons of money, so it's in their interest to keep you feeling low about yourself. They'll bring out products and things saying that they're like perfection. But just know that the reason that we're programmed to compare ourselves to other people so much and to feel low about ourselves is ultimately for them to make money from us, so that we keep buying things. It's just a weird world. But anyway, so I hope that's helped. Yeah, just, you're not alone, you're not the only one like worrying sometimes about image and comparing. Cut it out. There's no point comparing, because you're never going to be that person. You're always going to be you. Your whole life you're going to be you. So you stick at loving yourself, your face, your body, you, and your personality, and stop worrying about that person, because it is a different person. Just work on yourself. Okay, I'm gonna go because I've rambled like crazy. I hope you liked this video. Let me know if it helped, and I'll try and do some more like this. Bye. I've got a NARS foundation for when I go a bit lighter again. Bobbi Brown bronzer.